Rule number one, if you're trying, excuse me, J. Jones Car Audio 1, you already know what it is. Rule number one, if you're trying to build a car audio system, do not think that your local car audio shop is going to help you out. Because 9 times out of 10, they're looking for the money coming out of your pocket. Okay? So they're going to try to get you on every little piece of wire, on every little piece of distribution block, on every little piece of wire that they run to your sub, on every little thing that they can get you at. They're trying to get you on those things. And I'm trying to keep my face in full focus here, which isn't working out to my advantage. So you're just going to have to cut off the head, which is fine because you guys don't need to see that anyway. We're talking about car audio at the moment. And I only got a couple minutes to share this with you guys. And I would like to do so. For all my subscribers out there, for anybody that gives a damn, watch this video. For those that don't, fuck them. So, whenever you go to I hear guys all the time talking about support your local car audio shop. And that wouldn't be an issue if your local car audio shop wasn't out to get each and everybody for each and every penny that they invest in their car audio shop. Now, you got to understand, when you go to the car audio shops, your local car audio shops, they're looking to push their shit that they're selling up on you. So if you come in there and you have no idea what you're getting, they're pushing this bullshit up on you. Meaning, now listen to me when I say this. Don't just take my word for it. Go to your local car audio shop and do the same shit that I do. Because I've been there and I've done that. Now listen to what I'm telling you. They try to give you a speaker or a sub in a prefab box that's not made for that prefab it's not made for that subwoofer. Okay, so meaning that if you had a box built to specs, that sub would sound a lot better than it would going into a prefab box. Now, you can tell me I'm wrong on that a million times, and I know I'm right, so your comment is going to get deleted or it's going to get a thumbs down, one or the other. But I know I'm right when I say that. From any brand that stretches across this planet, we can take some duals or some Sony Explodes, which you can go out to your local Walmart right now and get. And I know my finger look long as hell. That's not Arsenio Hall finger or a Magic Johnson finger. That's my regular ass finger. Okay. So, these car audio shops get you to purchase the sub. And then they want to get you to purchase the box, which isn't made for that sub. Which isn't going to make that sub perform to what it should. Now, why do you have so many people coming back or talking shit about these car audio shops? It's because they didn't do their job in the first place. If you would have told me that sub wasn't going to perform its best in this particular box, I wouldn't have bought the box in the first place. I would have had you guys that specialize in custom audio work build me a custom audio box. But no, you guys don't want to do that because I don't have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just walking in as a brand new newbie. So you want to sell me and get me out the door as quick as possible and then set my amp on something that isn't an O-scope, that isn't an SMDD1, that is just something that you're doing by your ear. Okay? Well, we have already disproven that fact, and I'm not going to go into this video on why that has been disproven. You can do your own research and figure out why that is. Okay? I'm just here to rant and rave about these local car audio shops that do these installs and have no fucking idea what they're doing their goddamn self. You see what I'm saying? If I had some idea of what I was doing, I'd be trying to push it off to the next person. J. Jones Car Audio 1 does locals installs. I don't never have anybody come back talking about this shit ain't working, this shit ain't right, this shit is this shit ain't that, unless they didn't let me go through the whole audio system, unless they didn't want to pay me for what I was worth. I'm not going to do this job for free. If you want to come over and get the subs and from J. Jones Car Audio 1, that's fine. But if you don't want to pay me to set them up at the DD1, I don't work for free. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm going to set it by ear, just like these car audio shops do. And if you blow your shit up, that's on you. That's not on me. You see what I'm saying? So, these local car audio shops who don't work with the best tools, who don't work with the best this, and that. Just because they have a name out there in your hood doesn't mean shit. You see what I'm saying? Because if they don't have the tools and the reputation to back that up, there's no reason for you to go to them. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm doing the same exact thing that they're doing. Whether you want to sprinkle some, excuse me, whether you want to sprinkle some magic dust on that and think that they're doing better than what I'm doing because they have a name out there and J. Jones Cardio 1 doesn't have a storefront, that's up to you. That's not on me. Because at the end of the day, it's remote, power, and ground. That's the same three things, excuse me, that run your amp. Now, if you can show me an amp that runs on magic, that does whatever your subwoofer is supposed to say it does, if you're hooking up a dual 4 or dual 2 or a dual 1 or a dual 0.5 or whatever the case is, and you can do magic within between there, within your amp, your head unit, and this and that, and happen to get lucky, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It does happen at times. But what I am saying is 9 times out of 10, you're going to pay more for their service than you're going to pay for J. Jones Cardio 1 service. You see what I'm saying? I'm hooking these cats up here out in the street that ain't got shit in their car, that don't know nothing about car audio, that's trying to tell me that my amp ain't hitting on what that last amp was hitting on that they had in their whip. Okay, that's fine. But at the same time, you didn't want to pay me what J. Jones Cardio was worth. Like I just said, I don't work for free. You see what I'm saying? So if I set your amp gains conservatively, and you saying that your shit was beating harder than what it was beating last time, then I can't do anything for you because you didn't want to pay me what I was worth and pay me to get your shit set up correctly. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't work for free. So if you don't want to pay for that, you can't go out there and throw dirt on my name, which was hooking you up in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to do this little rant, this little video, to let you guys know that when you go to these local car audio shops, don't necessarily walk in there and think that they're on the same fucking playing ground that you're on, because they're not. You know what I'm saying? I just walked into a major car audio brand, and they're telling me that they set amps by ear. They don't set them by any O-scope. They don't set them by any oscilloscope. They don't set them by any DD1, any CC1, any AMD DD1. They don't set them by any of this shit. They set them by ear. You see what I'm saying? So how can you guarantee me that leaving out of your shop for a repeat customer that's coming back to you if anything happens, for a guarantee that comes back to you if anything happens, that when it comes back to you, you were totally in the right? You can't do that because you're not setting it up with any tool or anything that would guarantee you of anything that was leading to professionalism. You see what I'm saying? So when you go to your local car audio shop, just understand that 9 times out of 10, if you're a car audio head, you know more than what these motherfuckers know already. You see what I'm saying? So there's no need to go to them and try to think that they're going to have anything better for you than what you have already pulling up in that shop. I don't give a damn if you spent, the cat told me he spent $3,400 on a Big 3 upgrade on 4 gauge running to the back, 1 amp, head unit amped off the mids and highs, and a nice custom box, which was nice. It was hitting low, I cannot deny that. His shit was staying in high 14s all the way through the demo, even though I did see a 13.8 or 13.7 here and there. It was in a Jeep Liberty. It was hitting decent for what he had it on. It was maybe a 1200 watt subwoofer, and he had it wired at maybe 1000 watts RMS, maybe. Like I said, he showed me the amp. I don't necessarily remember it here, so I couldn't pull up the specs on it and be positive exactly as far as what I seen. But it was definitely suspect. He was in my car. He had to tap out. Not necessarily due to the bass that he was hearing. It was definitely 10 times louder than what he had. But he had a phone call from the boss, which he had to answer, which I totally understand. But the whole reason why I was going over to the car audio shop in the first place was to find out how I could get louder, and if they could direct me in the right direction to get louder. Now, I didn't necessarily give them the full specs and the full shit on far as what I was running, but they seen that with their own two eyes. They did their work on what I was doing, and they did give me some pointers on how to get louder, which I can't get mad at, because that's what I went there in the first place to do, was to get louder. But at the same time, it was a waste of my fucking time, because they had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. And if you ever see this fucking video, you know exactly who I'm talking to. I ain't gonna put no names out there because I'm not here to thrash your company, because that's not what I do. You see what I'm saying? But you just gotta know when somebody comes in there that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, you can't take advantage of that person, because that's straight up fucking bullshit. We do car audio as a fucking hobby, and I have the true passion and true love for car audio, and I could take half of your fucking business. All I gotta do is stand outside of that motherfucker and wait for people to pull up, and I could take half of the shit that's coming into your business. I guarantee it. But that's not what I'm about. You see what I'm saying? I'm in this for the love of car audio. And if you're in it for the same thing that I'm in it for, why in the fuck are you ripping these people off every time they come through that door? It makes no sense. You're working on commission. I understand you got a family to feed. But at the same time, in the business that you're in, you need to understand that it's a passion that comes behind this car audio shit. Motherfuckers been doing this shit all their life. Whether they had it hooked up by somebody else, whether they did their own shit. And when somebody walks in there that knows what the fuck they talking about, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, it makes you look stupid as a car audio dealer. So you need to get this through your thick ass fucking skull, man. And this is the last time I'm gonna make a video on this shit, man. This is a serious fucking video. Get that shit through your skull, man. You need to understand and figure out what that person's coming through that door for. And when they're coming through that door, don't make as much money as you fucking can off of that particular person, because that makes no fucking sense. We're all in this for the love of the bass. You're in this for a fucking check. And if that's what you're in this for, then let that be known, because nobody will fuck with you. That's why you don't let that be known. You see what I'm saying? You're in here selling bottom feeder fucking equipment for high top end dollar, which makes no fucking sense to me or anybody else that's a fucking basshead. You see what I'm saying? And I will put this fucking finger in your fucking face, man, because that's bullshit at the end of the day. And you know I'm right. Take off the fucking uniform and get some love for the love of bass. J. Jones Car Audio 1. Love of bass. I'm out.